Welcome to Ciemethia versus the group boss Korignah. I'm going to go over the skills I've got set for Cy first. It's starting with Crushing Shock, which is her basic spammable ability. That one can trigger the proc for Crystal Fragments, which is the high damage DPS burst ability. Fire Impulse is set for this fight because harvesters summon bubbles and you need to be able to destroy the bubbles as they come in before they reach the harvester. Structured Entropy is set for the damage buff and the max health. And last up is Hardened Ward, which is the linchpin of Cy's defenses. I have an ultimate set, has Charged Atronach. I don't actually use it, so it doesn't really matter what's set there. It has no effect. On our other bar, on the Resto bar, Charged Atronach is still set. Hardened Ward also in the 5 slot because it's the linchpin. Structured Entropy works just as well for heals as it does for damage, so it's there. Healing Springs to give her a way to get health back. Ideally, Steadfast Ward would be Healing Ward and would be another option for getting health back, but she doesn't have it built up. And Endless Fury is the Execute for the final phase of the fight. So the idea with this fight is to see if a sorcerer can face tank a group boss, meaning get right up in her face and rely only on her own defenses to get through the fight. No strafing, no anything like that. The Harvester is a bit of a corner case because while they're unpleasant to fight, the bubbles they summon will heal you. So I started the fight with a Hardened Ward. That procced Crystal Fragments, and this time I did the right thing and used Structured Entropy first. Then launched Crystal Fragments, then went into the Crushing Shock Crystal Fragments rotation, only casting Crystal Fragments when Crushing Shock procs it. Now there you saw she stunned me, that's what summons the bubbles, and so I switched to Flame Ring to destroy the bubbles as they come in. You can see as the little blue motes go into Cy, she's getting healed up. Although when the Korignah hits Cy, she drops to 33%. I managed to get Hardened Ward up in time. Then switch to the Restoration bar, use Healing Springs and Steadfast Ward to get Cy some health back. Threw up Hardened Ward there to mitigate some of the damage. At this point I'm not sure if there's bubbles behind me, so I've switched to Flame Ring again. Stunned again, more bubbles coming in, break free of the stun, back to the Fire Ring. You can see how that's healing up Cy's health nicely. Hardened Ward back up, Structured Entropy, Flame Ring, back up to 100% health, and then back to Crushing Shock, trying to get that Crystal Fragments to proc. And that's basically the rotation of the fight. I mean, with a Harvester, you're going to get stunned, but with the bubble mechanic, if you can get the bubbles, you can turn the fight around pretty well. Now, if the bubbles reach the Harvester, you're in trouble because they'll heal her back up. They'll heal Korignah back up, which is why it was so important to have Flame Ring here. And you can see again, Crystal Fragments proc there. And I fire it off. Flame Ring for the bubbles. So this is letting me just stand there. Now I should have a Hardened Ward up at the moment, and you can see I'm paying for not having it, but that's okay. Korignah was so low on health I was able to switch to the Resto bar, use the Execute, and down she goes. So that's kind of the theme of the whole video. You don't need to have special skills or race around. Just using the abilities that sorcerers have, they can manage to get through fights like this all on their own.